Welcome to Cheam First Nations Custom Election Code Elder Interview Series, where we ask our elders about the importance of our June 2nd vote for self-determination.
Hi, my name is Duane, and this is Lucas, and the elder we have today is Sid Douglas, and we're going to be talking about the Custom Election Code. For the first question, how does the Custom Election Code honor our traditions and values compared to the current Indigenous Services Canada system?
If you look at it, the Canada system, when it came into being, it wasn't actually the way our people decided things before that. Like, I know just before the elections started happening, even though there was a chief and just two councillors in the community, when they made a decision, all the family groups had a signature on that decision, not just the three of them. And they discussed things as a community and what was good for them. One of the things with the Service Canada system is it was meant to fail.
What advice would you give the younger generation about participating in the process and understanding its significance?
I think what we need to do is look at our education workers, talk to them about encouraging our students that are in grade 9 to 12 to start looking at fields that enhance our community growth, because if they know what the community and the membership need when they get into post-secondary, they'll know the different subjects that they can look at the fields of subjects that will enhance them when they get out of post-secondary school. They'd be in a better place to help the community when they come back out of school.
How does the Custom Election Code empower us to protect our lands and resources?
It gives us the opportunity to venture out and see what's happening outside the community. When people want to start some developments, and especially if it's on Crown land, like we have the power to make sure that whatever happens out there, it's going to be in a safe and environmentally friendly way. A lot of things that happened in the past, the governments of today are still cleaning up the mess that was left behind because companies went in and they did all kinds of things. They might have made some money, but then they went broke and they left everything that was detrimental to the environment. So the government had to go in and clean it up. Some of those things happened on reserve as well, where certain things that were done because certain companies were allowed to come in and work and do things, and then they left without cleaning up the mess. But that's one way of protecting our lands. And also, as our membership grows, we have to protect enough land that we can secure more lands for future population growth for our community members, our membership. Because we do have a lot of members that live away from the community. They might want to come home and they might need space, land space to build back. So that's one of the things our custom election code can help us do.
What role do you think spiritually and ceremonial should play in our election code and leadership selection process?
It's important because, we have to, we pray to our ancestors and our Creator to help us, guide us into bringing in new leadership that's going to be good for our people. And ceremonies are a recognition of honoring those that served us in the past and welcoming the new leadership into the future. We have different ceremonies that will help us do both. And it's important to learn how to engage the spirituality and the ceremonies that will enhance the learning of our younger generation.
Can you share any historical examples of how our ancestors chose leaders and how this custom election code reflects those practices?
I guess in the past, our leadership went down in the families. It was something like, they have the chiefs, hereditary chiefs, and they came down in the family line. But when they choose the leaders in those lines, they started when they were young. They started teaching them when they were young certain things that they have to learn. And they taught them as they're growing older. And they sat them down at the leadership circles. And they had to sit and learn to listen, learn to listen to what was being said and what's happening while there's functions going on.
That's the last question, I believe. So I believe that concludes our interview with Sid Douglas. I appreciate your time, and I felt like I've learned a lot. Thank you very much.